Good afternoon. It's General Darnell. I am a USA Track and Field certified running coach, and just wanted to thank you so much for stopping by my channel, General Darnell _. Please feel free to subscribe there at the bottom, just so you can stay in tune with all the great tips and the information that I plan to start giving more of here on this channel to encourage you to be the best runner that you can possibly be, or walker, doesn't matter. So I just want to take a few minutes today to talk to you about how to pick out shoes. Now, I've had a ton of clients that I've worked with over the years who are ready to start a walking program, start a running program, and just want to run out and buy their favorite brand of shoes, and which I understand there's a ton of brands out there. But what I've discovered in this 15+ years, it is so important when you start a walking or running program that you get your feet properly fit by a professional, so that you make sure that you have shoes that are going to be supportive of your feet. So the first thing I would do is choose your favorite professional running store where someone's going to sit down and go over measuring your foot with you, and someone who's going to observe how you walk, because all of us have different needs in terms of the biomechanics, in terms of how our feet move, and those things are called gait analysis. So you want to make sure you go out and you have a gait analysis. So someone's looking at whether when you walk, does your ankle tend to collapse in, does it tend to collapse out, or does it stay pretty neutral? Those are some things that you really want to know to make sure you get fit in a shoe that's right for you. So just wanted to take a couple minutes today. Don't want to take too much of your time. For most people, when I talked about the ankle collapsing in, what you're looking for is when you're running and you land, hopefully you're landing on the flat part of the shoe tends to collapse inward. Well, that is not as healthy as you want to do it. Now, a ton of people tend to collapse inward, and it's called pronation. Pronation is when your ankle tends to collapse in. So what you want to make sure that you get when you're out getting fit with a shoe is a shoe that has some of this hard stuff built on the inside, so that when the ankle wants to tend to collapse in, this hard material will keep that foot from pronating in and keep it in a nice, even, straightforward motion. So this is called a pronation shoe. And pronation shoes tend to come in 3 variations: low, mid, and high. So, you know, with pronation, if you tend to walk and you wear down the inside of your shoe, your casual shoes, you're probably a pronator, because the majority of the population falls into that category. So what you want is a low shoe. If that does it just a little bit, if you get a little collapse, you're getting a low pronation. If your ankle tends to really collapse in and squash down that shoe, then you're going to get a high pronation shoe. And really the difference is the amount of this hard material that's built here on the inside: low, medium, or high. So again, this is why it's so important to go out and have your foot measured and have your foot analyzed, so that you know if you fall into this category. Now, I myself am a neutral runner. I have a slight pronation, but generally speaking, a neutral runner. And so my shoe is going to be all white through here, because I tend to land on the foot and just push off on the toe without a lot of movement. But if you are a pronator, the last thing you want to do is be in a shoe like this, because then you're not getting the correction that you need in your shoe, and that could later on down the line lead to some issues, lead to a lack of body alignment when you're you know, moving forward and stepping off and running or walking. So that's why these things are so important. Again, this is for a neutral runner. The majority of us around have some level of pronation, and so that's why it's important to have someone analyze to see if you're low, mid, or high pronator, and then they can start to pull out some shoes. Almost every brand of running shoe has styles that fit a low, mid, and high pronator. And so they can have you try on some of those shoes. Some of the brands fit for a wider toe. Some of the brands fit for a more narrow toe. Some of the brands fit for a very lightweight shoe. Some brands fit for a very bouncy shoe. So you want to try the various models on of low, middle, and high. But I just wanted to encourage you today, make sure when you're starting a walking or running program that you don't run out and get your favorite brand, that you don't run out and get your favorite color, but that you go to a professional running shoe store or facility where someone's going to sit you down, measure your foot to make sure you have the right size on, and then also make sure they know whether you are neutral or a pronator. Okay, hopefully this was helpful to you. Again, please feel free to subscribe there or share with your friends. This I've known over the years, over the 15 years, this has kept me out. Part of the reason, besides the grace of God, that I've kept out of injury all these years. Just really making sure that I'm always in the correct shoe for my type of foot. So again, this is General Darnell. You can feel free to subscribe here. You can reach out to me at my website, generaldarnell.com, and I look forward to sharing more tips with you soon. Have a great day.